The Paper Angel. It is December. The winter wind blows strongly outside. Snow covers the streets and the roofs of the houses. The whole town is white and cold. But inside the houses, it is warm and happy. Everyone is getting ready for Christmas. In the center of the town, the shops are very beautiful. They have big glass windows. Inside the windows, there are tall green Christmas trees. The trees are full of decorations. There are shiny red balls, golden stars, and bright flashing lights. People walk on the street with big bags of presents. They laugh and sing songs. They look very happy. Anna walks slowly past the shops. She is a small girl, only 8 years old. She wears an old coat. It is thin and does not keep her very warm. Anna stops in front of a toy store. She looks at the beautiful tree inside. The lights on the tree twinkle like magic stars. Anna sighs. Her breath makes a small white cloud in the cold air. It is so beautiful, Anna thinks. I wish I had a tree like that. Anna walks home. Her house is at the end of the street. It is a very small, old wooden house. The paint is peeling off the walls. Inside, the house is clean but very empty. There is no colorful carpet, there are no expensive pictures on the wall, and there is no Christmas tree. Anna's father is sitting at the small kitchen table. His name is Mr. Thomas. He looks up when Anna opens the door. "Hello, my little Anna," he says. He tries to smile, but his eyes are tired. Mr. Thomas works very hard at a factory every day. His hands are rough and have many small cuts. His clothes are dusty. He works long hours, but he does not earn much money. Anna sits down next to him. The house is quiet. "Dad?" Anna asks softly. She looks at the empty corner of the room. "Is it Christmas soon?" "Yes, Anna," her dad answers. "It is in 2 days." Anna looks down at her hands. "Dad, will we have a Christmas tree this year? Just a small one?" Mr. Thomas looks at his daughter. He sees the hope in her eyes. His heart feels heavy. He checks his pocket. He has only a few coins. It is enough for bread and soup, but not enough for a tree. He takes a deep breath. He holds Anna's hand. His hand is rough but warm. "I am sorry, Anna," he says quietly. "We have no money for a tree this year. We have no lights or red balls. I am very sorry." Anna feels a lump in her throat. She wants to cry. She is just a child, and she wants Christmas to be magic. But she looks at her dad. She sees he is sad too. She loves her dad very much. She does not want him to feel bad. "It's okay, Dad," she says. She tries to smile, but it is a sad smile. "I don't need a tree." Anna stands up and goes to her small bedroom. She closes the door. She sits on her bed and looks out the window. She sees the neighbor's house. It has a big tree with blue lights. Tears roll down Anna's cheeks. She buries her face in her pillow and cries softly. In the kitchen, Mr. Thomas hears her crying. He puts his head in his hands. He feels useless. He wants to give his daughter a happy Christmas. He looks around the poor kitchen. He sees a pile of old newspapers on the table. He sees a pair of scissors. He sees a bottle of glue. Then he looks out the window at the garden. He sees some dry brown branches on the ground. Suddenly, an idea comes to his mind. "We have no money," he whispers to himself, "but we have hands and we have love." He picks up the scissors. He picks up the newspaper. He starts to work. The Paper Angel. Mr. Thomas works all night. The house is very quiet. Anna is sleeping in her room. Outside, the snow falls heavily. Inside, the small kitchen lamp shines a weak light. Mr. Thomas goes to the garden. He finds some dry branches. They are brown and bare. There are no leaves. He brings the branches inside. He shakes off the snow. He puts the branches into an old clay pot. This is the tree, he thinks. It does not look good yet. It looks dead. He sits down again. He takes the old newspapers. Snip, snip, snip. The scissors make a soft sound. Mr. Thomas cuts the paper carefully. He has big, rough hands, but he works gently. First, he cuts a star. It is a big star. Then he cuts the angels. He cuts the head, the wings, and the long dress. He makes 1 angel, then 2, then 10, then 20. He uses a little glue to fix them. He uses small strings to tie them to the branches. His back hurts. His eyes are tired. He wants to sleep, but he looks at the paper angels. They look white and pure. "For Anna," he whispers. He works until the sun comes up. The next morning, it is Christmas Day. Anna wakes up. She feels cold. She stays in her warm bed. She remembers yesterday. She remembers her dad's sad face. "We have no tree," she thinks. "It is just a normal day." She does not want to get up. She pulls the blanket over her head. But then she hears her dad's voice. "Anna, wake up. Come here, please." His voice sounds excited. It does not sound sad. Anna walks slowly to the living room. She rubs her sleepy eyes. Suddenly, she stops. She gasps. "Oh!" She cannot believe her eyes. In the corner of the room, there is a tree. It is not a green pine tree. It has no smell of the forest, but it is the most beautiful tree she has ever seen. The dry brown branches are covered with paper figures. There are so many of them. Anna walks closer. She touches one gently. "It is paper," she whispers. "It is a paper angel." The sunlight comes through the window. It shines on the white paper. The angels spin slowly in the air. The newspaper words on their wings look like magic patterns. On the very top, there is a big paper star. It stands proud and tall. Anna looks at the tree. It is not expensive. It has no lights, but the room feels bright. She looks at her dad. Mr. Thomas is sitting in his chair. He is smiling. His eyes have dark circles because he did not sleep, but his face is full of love. "Merry Christmas, my Anna," he says softly. "Do you like our tree?" Anna does not speak. Her heart is beating fast. She looks at the rough hands of her father. She sees the small cuts. She sees the leftover paper on the table. She understands. Her dad did not buy a tree. He made a tree with his own hands, with his time, with his love. Anna runs to her dad. She throws her arms around his neck. She cries, but this time they are not sad tears. "It is beautiful, Dad," she says. "It is the best tree in the world. I love the paper angels." Mr. Thomas hugs his daughter tight. He closes his eyes. He is tired, but he is happy. The room is poor. The house is old. But in that moment, they are the richest people in the town because they have the most important thing, love. That Christmas day is very simple. Anna and her dad do not have a big turkey dinner. They only have hot soup and bread. They do not have many presents to open, but they sit together on the floor next to the special tree. The fire in the small stove burns softly. The room is warm. Anna looks at the papered angels again. The newspaper is old. The ink is black, but in Anna's eyes, they shine like diamonds. "Dad," Anna says, "tell me about this angel." Mr. Thomas smiles. He points to a small angel. "This one is hope," he says. He points to another one. "This one is joy." He points to the biggest one near the top. "And this one is love. It is my love for you." Anna touches the love angel. She feels very special. She looks out the window. The neighbor's big tree is still there. It has blue lights and expensive balls. Yesterday, Anna wanted that tree, but today she looks at her dry branches and paper angels. She likes her tree more because the blue lights come from a plug in the wall, but the paper angels come from her father's heart. Evening comes. The sun goes down. The room gets dark. The paper angels look like white shadows. Anna rests her head on her father's shoulder. "Thank you, Dad," she whispers. "This is the best Christmas ever." "I love you, Anna," Mr. Thomas says. He kisses her hair. They sit there for a long time. Outside, the wind is cold. The world is frozen. But inside the small house, two hearts are very warm. They do not need money to be happy. They have each other, and that is enough. That is the end of our story, The Paper Angel. Anna's house was poor. Her tree was made of dead wood and old paper. But for Anna, it was the most beautiful tree. Why? Because every cut of the paper was an act of love from her father. He gave her his time and his effort. That is something money cannot buy. The message of this story is, true love does not need to be expensive. It does not need to glitter like gold. Sometimes the most precious gifts are made with simple hands and a big heart. Thank you for listening to Happy Smile English. We hope you find your own paper angel this Christmas. Please support us. Subscribe to the channel for more heartwarming stories. Like this video if you love your family. Share this story to spread the warmth. Merry Christmas and goodbye.